What's up, Nuggets? It's Delty from DeltyIsGaming.com here with Inferno Nugget, going to teach you about Psijic Ambrosia Potion and Elder Scrolls Online. Why do you want to know about this? Well, it's the way to craft the XP potions. Looks like PS4 and Xbox got a huge patch today, about 15 gigs. I think that information is going to be in there pretty soon, so you guys can start crafting these as well. So this video is about how to craft the Psijic Ambrosia Potions. Get them, all the parts, what you need to do, everything about it, so you guys can start using them and leveling your characters at 50% more. So it's going to use some of the previous videos that we used and some new information. Let's get started. So I have this handy dandy flow chart here. At the top you have Psijic Ambrosia. This is the completed project. So you get 50% more experience from all sources, including champion points, in the last 30 minutes. In an earlier video, I taught you how to power level your provisioning. That's going to come in real handy. One, the passive is going to allow the Psijic Ambrosia to last longer to the 50-minute mark. Two, you're going to need it for the two ingredients below, the Brevez juice and the Frost Meridium. But before you get to that, you have to get the Psijic Ambrosia recipe fragments. There's 7 in all. You get these fragments from doing crafting writs, provisioning crafting writs. So that's what I'm going to show you first, how to optimize that. So using these crafting writs, you're also going to get the same thing you need for the Brevez juice and the Frost Meridium. So that video, provisioning, power leveling, you're going to want to watch that. Next up, the last item is Perfect Row. That you get from fishing. Yes, fishing is very, very relevant. I have a really detailed guide on my site, courtesy of Pink Floyd. It talks about everything you need to know about fishing. But I'm going to explain each of these things real quick. So let's start with the Psijic Ambrosia recipe frag. Alright, we're back in game here, and I'm standing by the crafting writ place in Craglorn, which is where you get the last crafting writs, the end game ones. You probably want to level up your provisioning on multiple tunes in order to get a better chance at getting these. So a couple things about the crafting writs, and from what we know so far, if you go to craft, you go to provisioning, what determines how much or the crafting writ that you can get is the recipe improvement. So at level 15 provisioning, you can max this out to 6, and that's going to let you get the last or the end game crafting writ. Why do you want the end game crafting writ? You want it because it gives you a better chance, allegedly, at getting the fragments. So the only way to get these fragments is through provisioning crafting writs. All you do is you go pick them up here. I've done them. I did it already this morning because I do it on 4 characters, and soon it's going to be 8 because it's that hard to get a fragment. So once you get those, there's a couple other things you might need to know that's going to be helpful. Is that provisioning is pretty much the easiest one to do because you can pre-craft. Arthurian Brandy is one of the things that comes up. Canarthi's Wing Chai is a drink that comes up. Sipping Ingma Tonic is another one, and the 3 others are food. Argonian Saddle to cure rabbit, sounds great. Fresh apples and Eddar cheese. Pickled carrot slurry. So you can do one of 2 things. Get these recipes on your own by looting stuff or buying it in a guild trader. But really, once you get a hold of these items, make a bunch of them because you only need to deposit 1 at a time. So on all 4 of my characters, I had one crafter craft 100. I split it up, gave 20 to each character. So every day, all I do is literally go over here, pick it up. I already have the items in my inventory, and I just right over here. And then I deposit them. And I do that on 4 characters. And that's what gives you a chance to get those fragments. You'll get a provisioning sack that you open and loot, and boom, there's your chance to get it. So I didn't get it this morning. I'm raging mad. But I did get some of that frosted Bavarian cream stuff, whatever it's called. Brevez juice, Meridium. Not as good as a Long John, but so be it. And these items are going for a pretty good amount as most people are using them. So, to get a frag, you're either going to have to pay tons and tons of money in game, or you're just going to have to do the crap out of crafting writs. Yep, it's that simple. So I would suggest watching my power level provisioning video if you don't have anyone provisioning high, but level that out and level it on multiple tunes. Okay, so the last thing we talked about, there's 7 frags, there's 3 ingredients, which we haven't talked about. Perfect Row. Perfect Row is the ingredient, the gold legendary recipe that lets you craft the completed Psijic Ambrosia. We have to do this by fishing, so I'm going to go fish and talk about that. Okay, this is what a fishing hole looks like. Yes, Really, really fancy, huh? It kind of looks similar to alchemy water that you pick up, but it's just a bunch of splashing fish. So the down and dirty on fishing. All you really need to do is select a bait. The pull automatically comes. So you just hold the E key, or on consoles, whatever key it is, and you select the bait. Before you select a bait though, go in your inventory, forget where it's at, there it is, in miscellaneous. If you put your mouse over it, it says bait for fishing, used for foul waters. So on my website, there is a super detailed guide about every bait, every lake, and where are the power leveling spots to go. So I recommend going there. But for this, foul water is basically anything around zombies. So we're going to use crawlers. So all you do is hold this, select crawlers, and then just hit E. Throw your pole in, and you're waiting for the bobber to flash. I have an add-on called Votans that will actually automatically tell me when a fish is biting, and then you just reel it in with the E key. Fishing. Fishing. What? Oh my god, I'm fishing. It's so fun. This is why I don't fish in real life. It's boring. Okay. So I caught a fish. Oh my god, did I get a perfect row yet? Probably not. Go to inventory, and then you go to consumables. And so essentially, like, fishing is just pretty much the same as deconstructing or refining ore once you get it. You refine basically the fish or fillet it. Double click it, and boom, I have fish. So no perfect row. That's all you have to do to get perfect row. Just fish the crap out of stuff. So we're going to try again. So basically there's people that all they do is do fishing now and go for those perfect row. Some people have gotten perfect row the first cast. Some people have spent 4 hours doing it. It's random as random. It is rare, so you're probably going to have to spend a lot of time. So you can spend an hour fishing, I recommend, and then just fillet all the fish. Probably the best way to do it. Slaughter fish. Let's see. Oh my god. And nothing. So as you can see, to get this recipe, it's going to take a while, a lot of work. So what I recommend doing is buddying up. Use the guild system to your advantage. Get a bunch of like-minded friends. Maybe one finds a fragment, another finds a fragment. Put it together and put all of your resources together to make this. Nugget Nation can now craft these on the PC, and we're helping people level up because you want that potion. They're pretty cheap right now on PC. They're only going for 5,000 in Guild Traders. So you honestly don't have to spend money on the XP scrolls if you don't want to. That's what I highly recommend. Using Guild, be friendly, be social, help each other out. It goes a long way. All right, we're on my crazy website. And so now we're going to do the fishing guide just to show you the recap and how easy this is. Fishing, type it in the search box or click right there. Boom. Takes you to the fishing guide. Click it. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. This is everything you need to know about fishing. Also with the baits, special baits, how do you fish, which worms you need, what to use in certain type of water, where do you find bait, how to select, blah, 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 blah. You see, this is really, really useful. And then also how to farm for perfect row. So, trust me, use the website. It has a good farming spot for fishing that you're going to want to use. So make your life easier, not harder, by visiting deltiasgaming.com. Recap. Try to keep this short and sweet. The top is the completed potion that you're going to need 7 fragments obtained through provisioning writs. Once you get the 7 fragments, you use the below ingredients. The berry juice and the frost meridium come from provisioning writs, or also getting the looting the items out in the world. Perfect row is by fishing. That's all. Go make your potions and explore Tamriel. Thank you so much for watching, and I got more videos to come.